I don't know. What did you guys do? We moved the couch. Oh, that's what it was?
Yes.
It all comes down to moving the couch. Are we recording? We're live. Oh, I thought you were just throwing up an L in general for us.
Oh.
I thought you were just giving
losers?
us an L to hold. or for love. It is Valentine's.
You saw Valentine's yesterday.
The day after Valentine's.
Galentine!
Yeah,
I seen a couple girls posting the Galentine shit, a bunch of single girls
Sh-
having a lingerie party. I'm like, fuck, dog.
Shout out to all the guys that got their nut on Valentine's Day. Hopefully you didn't spend too much out there.
Yeah, bro. Or spend nothing.
You had a couple. You said you had a gift, didn't you?
I got a gift.
You don't
I'll
give.
make
You're not a
them.
giver this year.
I might just because I got a gift. That's the only thing.
You might do a
like
late.
him's just a taker still.
A late thing now.
Yeah, just because. Cause like I don't like getting gifts. Like for my birthday, that's one thing. You know what I mean? But like if it's something like Christmas or Valentine's, if I plan not to get any gifts and then someone gave me a gift, then I have to get you one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna be the kind of person that doesn't.
This is the bullshit.
syndicate.
Like,
Did you at least say Happy Valentine's at least, or like?
No.
Nice. Nice.
I don't do any of that shit.
DB.
Like I said, like I'm not in a committed relationship right now. If I was in a relationship, like yeah, it's different. But like
DB got
I
flowers.
don't like to fucking
Why are you exposing me?
to create a fucking.
No one knows who you are. I can.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't like to create something that's like not what it is. Like you know what I mean?
Flowers.
That's the bare minimum. Sobeys thing.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
According to Cardi B, she should get me grass.
Yeah. That would be sick. I took that as weed. Did she not mean weed by that tweet?
No, she's just being a stupid fucking sexist bitch. That's what
Yeah.
it came down to. She's like,
thought
oh,
that.
like women. That's the whole thing too. I'm like, why do women feel like they're so entitled to gifts on Valentine's Day anyway? Like the status is supposed to be men are supposed to fucking put a fucking roof over your head and do all this shit for you and drive you around. So why do you think that you deserve a Valentine's gift?
My girl got me those
All the-
long ass Twizzlers.
Like like if you really think about it, genuinely, Valentine's Day should be for men since we're the ones that have to put in all the fucking work. Girls don't put in work. They get to receive the whole relationship.
But for
That's
some,
that's how the relationship works.
But for some men getting their dick sucked one night a year is
I always thought that was so funny when I hear about that shit. Like guys fucking with girls that are like, oh, like you get a blowjob on your birthday. I'd be like, I'm cheating, like regularly.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, you want me to cheat?
It's not even like, do you want me to cheat? It's the fact that you have the caucasity or the audacity.
The caucasity.
Yeah, just to think that like you can only suck my dick once a fucking year or like when you
That's
feel like.
disrespectful.
Why would I be with you? I don't want to say like relationships are only based on sex, but why would I be with someone that's limiting any sort of interaction with them? That doesn't make sense to me.
A man has needs.
Yeah, it's not like I'm saying like, oh, I need a blowjob every single fucking day, but I need to be able to know that if I need a blowjob, I can get one. You know? That I had a long day, it was stressful, and you see me stressing, and you're like, oh, sit down, babe, and you're just sucking some dick. Like, that I need to know can happen. I don't need you to just sit there and be like, oh, like, well, pat me on the back and tell me your day was tough, and be like, oh, talk to you about it, babe. Like, no, I don't want to talk to you about it. I want you to suck the bad day out of me.
That's how you get wifed up, ladies. That is how you may get wifed
No,
up.
just bring shit to the table and don't be afraid to fuck. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, girls put their pussy on a pedestal as if it's like, oh, you don't deserve this. Like, buddy, it's
Only when they're in
2021.
relationships.
Like, girls are putting their pussy
on
on
pedestal when they're
OnlyFans.
single.
Yeah, when you're single, you want to bust it open for anyone that's nice enough to you. But when you're in a relationship or courting, all of a sudden it's like, oh no, like we can't fuck because like no, like you were having all those one night stands before. Keep it a buck.
No, that's why if you get in a relationship, casual rape's cool, right?
I don't believe in that. Like I know people say all the time, like, oh, like like you can't rape your girlfriend. Like, no, I can't, bro. Like,
Yo, pull that up a touch though.
you know what I mean? Like, I just don't believe in that shit. Like,
No, it's fine. It's fine.
is it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's good.
Shut up, Kevin.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
no,
you, I was
no,
reviewing the
it's
tapes and like it's inconsistent.
No, because at the end of the day, like I said, like it's just, bro, it's crazy for a woman to think that like I'm gonna be in a relationship with you, I'm gonna interact with you, but yet you want to limit how much I can touch you. Like why would I date you specifically? Why wouldn't I just like be with someone else?
No, if you choose to put limits on that, then you're also choosing for your partner to cheat potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially,
Anything
not saying
in
everyone
general.
will.
I mean,
Like, anything in
fam,
general,
there's-
like-
so I had a conversation with somebody.
About cheating?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might know her.
I might know her.
Well,
Or you might know her.
I'm pointing because I'm off camera. I don't want.
Oh.
Yeah, but you kind of like baited out your own scene there.
No, but I didn't see where he pointed to. That's why.
But
So you can repoint,
he
then I won't
pointed
know.
at me. He pointed at me.
But anyway, like, fam, like, honestly, like, bro, I'm a person that there's clear consequences in life for all actions, right?
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Karma thing.
And when it comes to a relationship, what is the only consequence? There is only one, right? There's cheating.
Loyalty
No,
or no loyalty.
It's also lack of effort. It's the same thing.
Lack of
Like, you know what I mean? Girls do that shit where they're like, oh, I'm in a relationship and like I'm not getting what I want, so I just check out.
Mhm.
They're just in the relationship, but they're not doing shit.
Or guys do that shit too. I know guys that have done the same. That kind of,
But we usually just cheat. That's what I'm saying. That's our checking out.
Yeah, some.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, you start to check out as well, but your cheating is why you're checking out, because your attention is split up. Like, a girl doesn't have to cheat. She just will be with you and just not care.
At the bottom line, knowing things can get as worse as it can. Like, what is the very bottom? Like, what is the worst
Murder.
action that
Like
someone
OJing
can do?
them.
Except for
Probably
killing,
murder.
what is the worst action
Rape.
that someone could do to their partner in a relationship? You rape you?
Honestly?
Depending on the relationship vibes, rape would be pretty bad.
I think generically speaking, it's cheating.
It is cheating,
Yeah, it
but
would be cheating.
Right?
I can tell you from experience on both ends.
So with that, I say,
it's
like,
bullshitting.
fam, if you know you're not giving your partner what they want, what else are they going to do? Especially when it gets that bad.
Yeah.
To that.
Exactly.
That, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's the part where you start to like despise your partner a bit. Like, what do you expect to happen? Like, they're gonna fuck someone else. Because not only do they want to like be intimate with someone else, they also want to feel liked.
Yes, and to that, like, I don't understand where the surprise comes from. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you would do this to me. Like, nigga,
you weren't doing shit.
You knew how unhappy.
And that's all. That to me is the difference between like
what do you mean you could?
like men and women.
What do you think people do?
Like a girl could be unhappy in a relationship and the guy still be consistent and her still cheat. But if a girl is consistent with a guy and he's actually like wants to be in a relationship, he's not gonna cheat, even though like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's 100% true.
Yeah, I just feel like girls can check out even though you're doing your job.
Yeah.
Like guys tend not to do that.
I've seen it.
Either you're just an asshole in general, and like you're just always gonna be a cheater, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But a guy's not gonna be in a relationship where he's getting what he needs and just check out and all of a sudden be like, oh, I want to fuck next girls, unless he was never ready for that relationship in the first place. See what I'm saying?
And that's a very big, big possibility.
But girls will get into a relationship with a guy and then realize like after like a year or two, she's like, oh, I don't like him as much, and just start checking out. And then like the guy will either A, like just go along with it until eventually she cheats and leaves, or just leaves in general, or B, he'll just be like, oh, fuck this, and just start cheating. Like those are usually you know how it goes.
Yeah, well, then I think there's also the dynamic of these older generation couples where they've decided that their life life is too complex to get divorced. So there's that, like, turn a blind eye. Not even, like, it's just like...
a few of those. A few of my earlier POF things were, like, women that were in relationships where, like, the passion was dead, but they still needed a relationship to, like, whether it was maintain the house or keep the kids happy. Yeah.
And the guys you know on business trips probably getting escorts kind of thing all the time. That's probably the vibe. She cheats on the side when he's out of town. There's a lot of those kind of
if you have a job where you're on the road like 40% of the year and you're providing for your family, like you should cheat because you're not home enough.
Yeah,
and you're providing for your family, so it's like
a lot of people go by this rule that it's not cheating if it's in a different area code. Not me. I don't cheat anymore.
It's not even, I'm not in a relationship, so it's not a matter of like wanting to or not wanting to, but like for me, it just comes down to like. Happiness in general, bro. Like,
spit it out!
Grabba's hitting.
Again.
Grabba's thumping my chest.
What's wrong with you? What's going on with you lately? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, this Grabba thing. You're hurting us.
I don't know.
Are you hurting, man? And you're lashing out through your Grabba smoking?
No, I'm not hurting and shit. I'm just like, I guess I got back into smoking with Grabba. Like, I don't know. I used to smoke with Grabba all the time, and I stopped.
Did you? Sure.
Yeah. DB, did you do anything special for your girl for Valentine's? You like her boom boom at least?
First of all, I'm Jamaican. Second of all,
why are
you putting me on the spot? Third of all, we already talked about this in the car, so why are you even... This is obviously a direct effort to try and expose man. No, I did not do anything special for her. I just got her flowers. And like Cardi B says...
Honestly, at that point... You guys have been dating long enough that she can't expect grand.
All I did was flowers too.
For Valentine's Day, like Valentine's Day, you get sick gifts in your first like year or two of dating. Year 3, 4, 5, like what do you expect? Want me to get you a fucking like a piece of jewelry every single time?
Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Like even at the beginning, it wasn't like that. I go off of the energy at the moment, at the time.
Yeah,
there's that too. If you know things are coming up, bro, fucking be good. It's as simple as that.
Don't act up.
Like
Santa Claus has a naughty list, so do I.
You know, like bro, like you.
Bro, it's real shit. Like girls think they can just be half-assed or like be like whatever it is, and then just expect a gift. Like if I'm not happy, why would I get you something sick? That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy, dog.
Mind you, like I did that shit a lot, but like the difference is like, I felt like in my situation I was, not say obligated, but I felt like it was the right thing to do because of the position I was able to be in because I was on road.
To be honest,
You know what I mean? So like,
I've been
I
single
spent the
most
money.
Valentines. To be honest, most of the Valentines
Bro, I've been
been
dating
single,
most of my
man.
20s. That's I hate to say that, but like,
Why is
I've
that?
been
Why
in a
do you hate to
relationship-
say that?
Yeah,
You've been getting pussy.
I've been in a relationship since 16. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Like different
because I
ones or
believe-
same?
Different ones, but I just
Yeah,
believe
different
I
ones.
believe
Different
in
ones.
having that
This
time
sounds a
between
long
relationships.
different.
Like I don't like you know what I mean, like dating a girl and then dating another girl within like the next year. Like to me, like I rather have that like year or two of being alone, because when you're in a relationship,
Intermissions.
Twitter missions?
Two intermissions.
what I actually don't believe in is that 50% of the time in your relationship that you were in, you should spend single. My last relationship was 3 years, so I should be single for a year and a half before my next one.
True.
I see,
Because
I
at the end of
see.
the day, like, regardless of how the relationship ended, there's still feelings with that person. You're still tethered to that person in a way, regardless of like whether you guys talk still or not. And like even in a relationship, like you kind of mold to a person when you're with them. Like you know what I
You
mean?
start using their lingo.
Yeah,
you start
all these
making
type of
the same
things.
Jokes, you start
Yeah.
acting certain ways
Yeah.
with the
So
same-
it's like I believe that there should be some time to clear
Get
that
like, bro, I don't
before you
wanna
be with someone
hear you
else.
Fucking talking the same, gay little way that you and your last fucking spouse talk. Like, that's just
Yeah.
not. And not just me either. I'm pretty sure a lot of men. This goes for women. Really take up your lingo and the way you act. And
Yeah.
you joke. They
Women are
really
sponges.
do that shit.
They're sponges for that shit, except for like knowing how to treat you properly.
Honestly.
They want to sound just like you, act just like you, but they don't want to learn how to treat you properly for whatever reason.
So
It's weird.
I know Kevin's just sitting here like, Ket, you know who you are.
No, I've honestly only had like 2 serious relationships in my dating life. I've had a lot of like very short-term relationships.
Like
Very,
I
very
was in a
short term.
relationship from 2010 to 2014, and then I was single until about 2017, and then I was in a relationship from 2017 to 2020.
So how many serious relationships have you been in? Like
2.
2? Yeah.
Once over like a year and a half, it's serious.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that's how I look at it. Like I've dated other girls in that time period, too, a couple like 6-month girls here and there, but like.
But your heart tells you if it's serious. Like
Well, yeah.
you know deep down.
No, yes
that
and
it's
no,
serious.
yes and no. Because when you're like, if you're super infatuated, you'll always be serious to you. It doesn't matter. It's about how you feel like emotionally on the connection more than mentally. 'Cause that's the whole thing about love. Like you don't love with your brain. That's why you always like end up with a girl that's not as good as you.
What do you mean by that? Not as good.
Okay, well, like look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's a couple that's on even ground. But if you look at most
Well,
relationships,
not looks wise.
no,
Yeah.
but she sacrifices for his business acumen. Jay-Z's still a smarter
No,
man
he's smart,
than
man.
Beyonce is. So
He's not a pretty boy by any
yeah, he's not people by any means.
He's the billionaire. Right?
Yeah.
She is too. Don't get twisted.
Yeah,
Well, has she become?
She's like 600, 700
She's
million.
not hurting no
She's
money,
close.
whatever she's at.
She's mad close.
But Jay-Z actually sealed the deal like what, 2 years,
Yeah.
3 years ago?
But I'm pretty sure she sealed the
Is
deal
he,
quietly too. Like Kanye was a billionaire recently quietly too.
True. Well,
There wasn't much
social
publicity.
media, so we only. I remember.
But like
that.
remember when Jay-Z and P Diddy
Those
hit a
are-
billion, everybody knew.
You know he's a real super quiet billionaire.
Master P.
Bill Gates.
I didn't know that. For real? Get
Yeah,
the fuck out
Master
of here. Are you
P
serious?
is.
Master P. I
Master
think
P.
he's either a
You
billionaire
serious?
or a high 100 million.
No, I don't
Say
think he's in the
word.
billions, but he's very like successful, like very.
Well, he's
Say
either
word.
like he's like 700, 800 million
lie.
or a billion.
Get the fuck out of
He
here.
manages
Oh, what do you
Drake.
mean?
Isn't he
Word.
Drake's manager?
No, that's you're talking about
Who am I thinking of? He's an old rapper, isn't he?
no, you're talking about the guy from Houston.
Guy from
Yeah.
His son.
Yeah.
Prince.
Jay
Yeah,
Prince?
it's Jay Prince. That's what I'm thinking of.
I
Because
didn't think
because he's also Floyd's manager.
Okay.
But he was he used to be a rapper back in the day, didn't he?
I have no idea.
Jay
I
Prince?
know he's a gangster.
Is he?
I know the original Jay Prince is a fucking dog. That's what I know.
Yeah, I know he manages for Drake,
Like a
and
legend.
he's Floyd Mayweather's manager. I saw him on Joe Rogan recently. That's where I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, Jay Prince is a serious guy. He's very smart too. But,
Yeah, he's very well spoken.
back to that statement because I don't want
What
to
statement?
forget it.
Repeat
The
the
one
statement.
where I was saying that that men are usually going to be the better partner. You're not going to find an equal as a man. It's hard to find someone that's legit. Like you're going to find someone that tries to match with your faults in general, right?
You know
Someone
who I think would be a good
that's
partner?
better in the areas where you're weak. That's where they thrive at. But even in that aspect, they're not going
That
to.
is a very true.
But they're still not going to be. It's never going to be an even exchange. Is my point. And as a man, you have to understand that.
extremely rarely
It's
to
very
be.
rare where you're going to get in a relationship. It's going to be a genuine even exchange. You're always going to have to carry more weight. Period. And, like,
One
that's
of
something,
them. It might
that's
not be
something
you.
that people like don't want to admit to. I find no, it's an ugly truth. No one wants to say, but like that's how it is. Because I feel like, especially in today's day and age, like women don't hold their weight as much as they used to. Because it's popular to be independent, which is fine. But that independence they're so independent that when they become a part of a team unit, they're not using their independence to up the relationship.
I'm not gonna lie,
They just
though.
throw the independence away and become the like, oh, like, cater to me, girl.
I'm gonna be.
Where was that independence? Like,
I'm not gonna
you're
lie.
a boss bitch. Now you got in a relationship and now you're not a boss. You want me to cover things and pay for things? Like, you're a boss bitch, then be a boss bitch now. Like, help me pay for this rent so we don't have to live in a 2-bedroom. We can live in a 4-bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't expect a handout now that you're in a relationship.
I've never been upset when a girl goes to pay for the bill. To be honest, that's kind of one of those things. I don't expect it, but like
I don't expect it. But
a good girl would once in a while just instinctually be like, "Yo, I got this one. You've been getting
I
them.
think if you're first seeing a girl and she doesn't offer to pay some of the time, that's a red flag. That's what it comes down to. Like, I don't mind being in a relationship and covering things all the time because that's how we do our financial breakdown. But if I just start seeing you and it's some shit like you want to go eat at fucking like the Keg and like Joey's and fucking Ruth Chris, but you never want to pay your half or just pay in general,
or even suck a dick.
It's not about that shit though. It's not about that shit. Like, genuinely, I'm trying to get to know you. We're trying to like actually date and like learn about each other. We're going to nice places and you don't want to cover at all. Like, you're sus. Like, that's suspect. Because it's not like I'm a billionaire or I'm a millionaire. You see me on Forbes and it's expected for me to pay. Like, as far as it is, like, I'm a fucking average dude too. But like I'm saying, if you want to go to those places, like, if you're comfortable going to fucking Kelsey's and Boston Pizza, I can give you the blind for not paying as much. It's a $60 meal between the two of us.
You're good. It's on like 7 sometimes.
You know what I mean? But you want to eat high-end meals and shit? You want that bill to be like $200? Listen, pussy's not going to be enough. You're gonna have to cover financially because what are we trying to do? Like, are you trying to be catered to or are you trying to build something with someone? Like, that's what it comes down to. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to cater to no woman. Like, if I'm a billionaire, yeah, I can cater.
No, but
I'm a millionaire, yeah, I can cater, but I'm trying to build together.
I want to give credit where credit's due. There are girls out there like that. Like my girl now,
100%.
she's
I'm not
very
saying-
much like.
I'm not saying all women are like this. I'm just saying in general, there's definitely a decrease in women actually trying to hold their weight in relationships. That's what I'm saying.
I actually kind of rate Chromaz for her attitude on like how to treat a man. She'll probably be the same kind of bitch who would cheat on a man. No, she wouldn't cheat. I think more open.
Well, like, listen, from what she says, like, she is in a relationship.
Go take
with her
care
man,
of your man.
Because her man's in the bin, right? And he said, "Yo, you can have a man while I'm on road. I'm gone for a while." Some niggas operate like that. Like, me personally, I'm too jealous.
Well,
for
I
that
don't
shit.
think it's one of those.
Sharing my
I don't
bitch.
think he gave her permission. I think he
It's
said
true.
that because he knew she was gonna
There are.
regardless.
I've bet some, dog. It's true.
Well, I know a guy that asked me to fuck his girlfriend so he could watch, and I was like, dude, I don't got a hammer like that, fam.
Was this guy?
I had
He's a
an offer on Tinder
comedian.
a few times.
Oh, he's a good, yeah.
He's a comedian in Toronto. But like people were like warning me like, yo, this guy's just trying to fuck you. He's like some bisexual fucking comedian, but like his girl was like a OnlyFans porn girl, and he's just into watching people fuck his girl. And like, I would contemplated it, but he's like, you have a big like package. I was like, honestly, man, like, I'm not the one you were looking
If you had a
for.
small one, you let him go up in you still, eh?
No. I mean his girl. To fuck his girl.
Yeah, no, I've had the offer. To me, it's just like, I personally myself, that's not a kink that I get off on. Like, it's not like I'm not gonna be amped to like be like, yeah, I'm fucking your things in front of you and like you're sitting there in the corner like sexually enjoying it. Mind you, like fucking another nigga's bitch, like, yeah, I get off on that shit. That's dope. But while he's there,
Scoring
like,
with a goalie?
because now it's turning him on. Like, the fact that it's behind his back is what makes it more enjoyable. But when he knows, it's kind of like, this is weird.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, even
Let
if he's
alone
not
in the
watching,
room.
You were turning
even
him
if he's
on.
not watching, if he just gives you that blind, that's
some
weird.
sort of sexual exchange with him. You're providing. That's kind of
Like, I think it's not as weird
Sus,
if you're
bro.
in an orgy.
You're either sus or just a sick man.
If it's just the three of you and he's just watching, that's weird for me. But if we're in a group setting and it's like a group orgy and he just happens to be over there and I just happen to be fucking his wife, that's not as weird to me. Because we're in that group setting. You wouldn't do an orgy? A Valentine's Day orgy? Now that would be lit.
I've been offered. I fucked with chicks that have been like, yo, let's go to Oasis and like, you don't know what that is.
Yeah, I
You
do.
know,
The sex club in fucking
you
Toronto.
don't.
I was thinking about.
to be the black.
I was thinking about
No,
opening
but
up.
I've had black girls ask me too. Like, I mean, they just want to go on like some like, yeah, like, you know, whatever. But I'm like, it's just not for like. If I had to be a porn star and shoot porn publicly, yeah, okay.
I wanted to open
I'm
up.
not orgy.
I thought how cool it'd be to have like an Oasis style club for the East End. But it would just they're all greasy. With COVID, obviously not like at all. You're not gonna get any fucking sex clubs opened up. But I was like, fuck. I wonder how it would do in the East End, you know? Because they have one in the West End too, I'm pretty sure. Like Mississauga has one. I can't remember the name of it.
I'm sure. Like, there's a lot of things that would do better out here too. It's just like,
Who's going to start it up?
Yeah, who's gonna be one to bite the bullet to do it? And the thing about too is like the zoning too, because Durham is like so suburbs. They're not like willing to like just put things up like that. Like,
It would have to be. It would have to be 8-1.
Like the 905 is allowed to be the 905 because it's nowhere near residential.
That's what I mean. It would have to be like the owners of 905 or whatever. That would have to.
It just has to be in an area that's industrial. That's the thing about it. They don't want those things anywhere near homes and schools. Like think about downtown. Like downtown now, there's strip clubs like wherever. They're not really close to neighborhoods, but like
they're next
it's downtown,
to, like,
so everything's kind of close to something. But like out here, think where the strip clubs are. Like, look at like the fucking like the Roy, not the Roy, the Royal.
In Whippy?
There's that. Like the homes are like so far from it. Like even though it's on a main street.
Well, there is
not, like,
some houses above the fucking.
There's no house above that. It's a hotel.
No, there's some not above there, but in the like the places next to it and like along there is some people that live above like commercial units.
Yeah, but look at the kind of homes that are there too.
You can actually count them though.
Yeah, pretty much.
You really can.
They're like apartments, and you know what you're getting into when you're booking a
when you
greasy
go
apartment.
They always are. Have we seen this shit in the movies? Come on, bro. Like, come on.
Four Corners.
It's always bad to live above some sort of fucking.
Four Corners Whippy isn't like. Is it even that sick of a spot realistically? You know, like
when I was like 20 and shit, it was. We used to go
when we're underagers, yeah.
Fight niggas.
What they even have? Did they even have rodeo back then?
Oh yeah, we shut rodeo down, nigga.
Rodeo?
I say this all the time. We the reason. Like I'm sorry, we are the reason rodeo's closed.
You are
100%.
Statute limitations or
yeah.
For fighting is like.
Literally,
for fighting.
Well, what about the mansion? Remember that? When the mansion used to be
got closed
like,
because fucking Taylor got thrown off the fucking roof.
I thought it was like jumped in or something.
No, you got pushed off the roof by the security guard. That's what closed mansion. Then it became something else.
But before it closed down, there was like that summer where Mansion was like a nice spot on the weekends. It was actually sick. Like it would be pretty packed.
Mansion wasn't a spot on weekends, bro. Mansion was a spot on like Wednesday nights. It's like Wednesday or Mondays.
Yeah, it was.
Because fam, this is what it was. We used to go out almost every night of the week, fam. There was a night everywhere. Every single night. There was then there was another one at where where's the other spot? Fuck.
Tap and Tankers, the white.
Not even Tap and Tanker. There's another spot in Pickering, a little bit farther down the road that we hit up. Sometimes it had like a Tuesday night thing. We used to we used to go out like 5 days a
Junction?
week. Is it called Junction?
Right, kind of off White's Road there. Is it not off White's? The one that would be like playing.
It's just after Liverpool. It's like
jukebox, not jukebox.
yes, jukebox.
Is it jukebox?
But it used to be something called. It used to be something different before.
Because they would always be played on 93.5, like ads. Like where's
no.
You know that place?
That's Island. That's not Island Mix. Though. What's the one in Pickering? It's down by Brock, by Diamonds.
Where the fuck is
Brock it
Diamonds?
up a little bit.
Yeah, it's Brock towards like.
Brock.
By the halal restaurant there. Yeah.
Yeah.
In that plaza. It's in the same plaza as that restaurant.
Like
almost like Brock and like Finch.
Yeah, but that spot.
A bit
after
north.
Brock and Finch.
After a bit north.
God damn it!
Even almost
always advertising it. It's like,
yes,
bro, no one's gonna
exactly,
come here,
yes,
bro.
yes.
Someone probably did.
In the beginning, yeah, but when
There
people started
was
realizing
times-
it was whack.
There was times I wasn't
Well,
doing shit on like a Friday night driving. I was like, I
think
wonder
it was
what
Island
it's
Mix,
like.
but it's not Island Mix. I don't know
No,
what
it's
to
not.
say.
No, because Island Mix is south on Brock. It's south.
Yeah, but they want to make you go there. Like I've gone before and seen a couple popping nights, but the problem is like it's an old Caribbean crowd, and white girls that fuck those kind of guys.
That's not your crowd, old Caribbean crowd?
I'm getting to the age where it kind of will be, but when I was in my early 20s, no, everyone there was like in their 30s, like mid 30s, a bunch of older white chicks or white girls at my age that like brown and black guys that listen to like reggae and soca all day.
That's the club.
That's
Those are the clubs I walk in and I immediately like, I gotta get out of here. I'm not getting picking up here whatsoever. No one's into this white dude.
I brought a bitch there. I went to the washroom.
And she's gone. She's gone. Some brown guy had her.
No. I came out, so I had saw this guy from before. But anyways, when I came out, some nigga with no arm. He was missing an arm. Some bald-head white guy missing an arm. Who was trying to chat to her, bro.
Stubby.
That's crazy.
Yo, fun fact about one arm. My driving instructor only had one arm.
We see
Isn't that crazy?
Lady. Like, holy fuck, like, fam, you're out here. And he was going hard, bro. He was trying to chat to everybody.
I guarantee the guy didn't even drink. He was probably sober as fuck.
I don't even do all that shit though. Like for me, it's like I'm the type of dude that if I go out and like mans are hollering at shorties, like I just kind of play the back and like wait till the group is like engaged and then take my pick. Like I'm not the guy that's gonna like go out there and rope the shorties. I'm the guy that like kind of sits back and waits and sees where the opportunities are. Because like I have boys that are gonna be like go and pull like 4 or 5 girls. Like, okay, sick. And I pick which one that I vibe with the best. Because I'm not the best at just engaging women. And it's honest, like I'm not the best at just engaging women.
Oh, it's like just a sweet talker.
No, it's not a sweet talker. It's just that like I don't have. Maybe it's like the confidence. Just go out and holler at women. Like I'm not gonna be the guy who's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" out of nowhere and like harass you.
You can't say the shameless shameless shots on the fight.
Yeah, but like don't get twisted. I will be shooting my shot. Like I'm fucking Kobe Bryant. I don't give a fuck who's defending. I'll pull, but like it's just I'm not gonna open. I'm on a first quarter score.
You're gonna read the court. You're gonna read the defenses.
I'm gonna read the court. Exactly. I'm gonna read the game and shit and see what's going on. That's just
try to get the matchup that you want.
It's just super blessed being around certain white boys that don't give a fuck, and it works, bro. Fam, not everything works for everybody, dog. Not everybody could be that. I don't give a fuck, you know.
No, you gotta find what works for you. Yeah.
Yeah, fam. But it works for certain people. It doesn't work for my melanated skin, fam. We cannot do the same shit.
No, there is some black. There's some black people that can do it, but like you need like the really like a Kevin Hart kind of personality black guy can pull it off.
The black guys that know can do it.
There is like a light skin or even.
Nah, bro. It's the black guy that always that grew up with the white boys that plays hockey and shit. Those black guys clean up. Because girls are able to get the hockey boy and the black danger that they want.
No, those guys always end up being like the most honest, like have a nice girlfriend kind of guy.
Ajax.
They do and they don't. Like, I don't want to drop names, but like I have a one boy. Like
the light skins do the most damage. That's all I'm gonna say. I think, in my theory,
Yeah, that's because bitches are colorist though.
They love
bitches want to fuck with a black guy, but they don't want to fuck with a dark skinned guy. So like we want to get a light skin because it's this hybrid.
But also,
and it's just this like exotic look to people.
You actually know this guy. I don't even mind shutting him out.
Guy named Blake or maybe Jaden.
No, Josh. Let's go. Do you know Josh? That word. Joshy?
Who's Josh?
Light skin.
Is it Josh LaValle?
No, Higgins.
I was gonna say I beat that guy up.
No, he's
just dropped his name, but
he knows Nish. He knows Nish.
You can get a rematch anytime you want if you ever end up watching this pod.
This guy's my neighbor. No, he's like my neighbor. But anyways, he was in one of the videos. Remember the light skin guy, my buddy. He was in, I think, Fisherman background.
Yes,
but he's the kind of guy that I've seen the most shameless shots. But he's like soft spoken too.
Bro,
but he'll be like soft spoken, just sweet talking.
Bro, there's a
if you're light skinned, you know you have a cheat code, fam.
And it works. I see it pull.
If you're light skinned with light eyes, you know you have a cheat code. Like girls will sit there and be like, I mean, he might not be the best looking guy, but he's light skinned.
No, but
I've seen it.
No, yeah, but
I've seen it.
He's a pretty boy too, and light skinned.
Yeah, like there's no shame in that game.
I would watch him just like, and like I'd watch him get rejected too. Like, don't get me wrong, but it would just be like he just is just like the same routine as light skin. You do that light skin like voice and like face.
Honestly,
I don't even know how to do it. It's like that little like eye squint. And be like, yo, baby, like, you know, like I don't even know how to describe it. Let me take you out sometime, baby girl.
Like girls usually just like me because I'm way smarter than them. Because I'm an intellectual.
No, girls with you,
they understand like the level that I'm talking to them about like life and like just things in general. They're like, oh, like this is so deep, and I'm like,
the girls that are attracted to you
are just shallow as fuck.
Yeah. The girls that are attracted to you want like a big alpha personality. They want the guy that's gonna like be calling all the shots for them. There's a certain personality of girl that your personality is like, their top shot. They're like what they're looking for, and I don't know if it has to do with daddy issues per se.
Honestly,
because I don't necessarily think it is a daddy issue thing. I think it's just
a lot of
they get off by authority.
Daddy issues, but like I think a lot of women in general have daddy issues, like, especially because of the whole feminist movement. People like
and a lot of guys have
mommy
issues.
Less of their dads because they were told to. Like it's just a bunch of weirdo shit going on.
A lot of guys got mom issues.
It's a lot more common than you think.
Yeah, like it's like daddy issues is like to say that is like almost ridiculous because it's like bro, it's like 90% of women have daddy issues. Like it's a very small amount of women that actually have good relationship with their father, which to me is, I wonder if the relationship is actually that bad, or if they hype it up to be that bad in their head, or they have an expectation of their dad that he didn't meet, which he's not supposed to. Like, love the man for who he is, because he's your dad.
Did he pay the bills?
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Did he pay the bills? Was he around? That's enough.
Well, was he abusive? That's different then. If he's
if he paid the bills and he was around, that's enough. If and I don't want to put his hands on you, because me personally, like, I'll beat my kids, but I won't beat my daughter. I'd expect my wife to beat my daughter, because I'm not going to put hands on her.
Yeah.
So, but somebody has to.
But if it's your son, he's getting in his ass.
I'll fuck my son up straight up. I'll choke on that little nigga. Those are crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy. Oh, you know what I was watching? I don't know if you saw. Remember that story of that fucking girl in the hotel, that Chinese girl from Vancouver, that died in that hotel, and she was in like the last footage of her was in like the elevator.
And
trying to get out.
Up into the water.
Yeah, she got found in the water tank of the hotel.
That was a black girl.
It's a Chinese girl. Yeah, she's from China.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, I started watching it earlier today.
I just been watching Naruto, so it's like.
Is that on Netflix too?
No, I bought the DVD set, bro. It's just. Shit is just getting so out of pocket. That's the only way I can explain it. Just from watching it from the beginning to seeing where I am now, it's just like, like Naruto's on his bullshit.
Madara
on
was
his
fucking shit.
Madara is moving nasty.
You see when he came in and he fucking twist that nigga's neck?
The best part is when he jumps in to the fighting and he throws a spin kick and breaks 3 men's neck.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy is a fucking problem. Like, he's not even using jutsu at this point.
Yes.
He's just killing niggas with taijutsu. I was like, holy fuck, bro.
An entire army, fam. He's in the middle, just. Oh.
And just the whole thing about Naruto is that they really like they talk about like like the genjutsu and the taijutsu and the other shit, but it's like it really is all about your actual like jutsu attacks. Like majority of deaths are someone catching a fucking firebomb to the face, or like or like paper bombs. No one really dies from getting beat up, or even genjutsu. Like no one people aren't really dying from genjutsu, as they should be, because the shit is mad powerful in the show, right? But like. Majority of the time, I'm just getting cooked like that. Like when Madara came through, who's the first person to actually really be killing a bunch of people with hands?
I don't know shit about anime. The only one I watch is Pokemon Indigo League, which technically counts as anime. When people always ask me, like, you watch anime? Yeah, I watch Pokemon. They're like, fuck.
People are like, that doesn't count. And like, people that fuck with anime try to say that too.
The
Like,
average person didn't think it was.
Yeah.
No, but people that fuck with anime don't consider like Pokemon and Digimon those things anime. But I'm like, why? Because it's so North Americanized?
Yeah, because
it's anime.
It's like when the band goes mainstream and all like the diehards like, oh no, they just sold out now.
So the best one was
Green Bay
Monster
used to be a
Rancher.
punk band, now they're mainstream.
Monster Rancher is out of Pokemon Digimon all those, it was the best one, but niggas just didn't know. Like, Monster Rancher was the best one.
It sounds very slave.
And Yu-Gi-Oh was saucy
Monster
too.
Monster Rancher sounds like some like fucking slave.
It was some guy. Well, basically he's playing some video game and he ended up hopping inside of the game, and it's very like. You find your fucking dude who you roll with, and then you attack other fucking things. But he's like a human caught in this world. There's any other humans in it. It's just him and these beasts.
There's a movie that has that exact same premise. Jumanji, the newer ones. You seen them with The Rock and Kevin Hart?
Yeah,
that's literally like
those,
they get drawn into like video game. What's it called? Pokemon though. I was rewatching some Indigo League. I was on Netflix. And I realized how unloyal Ash is to his Pokemon. Like, he just had a Pidgeot or Pidgeotto or whatever. He just abandoned it.
Them here and there.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, I'll come back for you. I don't think he came back.
Bro, like,
and why does he never win?
Did he ever get Blastoise? Did he get Venusaur? Or no, he got Charizard?
He had a Venusaur, I think, at one point.
Yeah, he had Charizard. He ends up letting them go.
Anyway, he became.
You have these high-ass level Pokemon.
He became a master?
Yeah, he recently did.
No way.
Whatever.
Did he ever win a league?
Whatever.
He never won a league. He's always lost.
No, he might have recently. When
no,
I haven't
bro.
seen it, I'll watch it if he
what
has.
I remember, Ash always, and weird, he never
quarter semifinals kind of shit.
It cheeses me that they never age Ash. That pisses me off. He's going all these different places. The journey's obviously taking more than a year, and he's the same age. Why?
Why is South Park the same age, though? Or any other cartoon? You know, like Simpsons are the same age.
I get it, but the idea of those shows is that it's like every episode is the first episode. That's why it's like they're always the same age, because every episode it's not a continuing story. There's no continuation in any of those shows. It's just an episode. So that's why you're able to just be like, there's no linear.
You know what worked cartoonized? I just was checking out the Trailer Park Boys cartoonized.
I didn't watch that.
It actually works out because Leahy died and shit. They weren't able to they could still film it, but you're not gonna have like that traditional kind of cast. But like with
and
the
they
cartoon,
all look mad different too, bro. They've aged and shit.
Yeah,
so it's not like.
But they could take the voice clips from throughout the years and like put it together for like characters that aren't around, and it was like it actually wasn't that bad. I was watching the final season. They have Leahy. I was showing my girl Trailer Park Boys because she's never seen it. She's like, we know the shows, but she's just like never watched it. Or she's like, oh, my dad used to when I was a kid, but he told me to get out of the room, kind of thing.
No, like TPB was like something that like it was
out.
It was out when we were like pre-teens, but like I didn't watch until I went to Brookside.
Yeah, I didn't get to.
When I was in movies, when I always started watching Trailer Boys, I started
me too.
dying.
Yeah, dog. I was way older. My dad used to watch it. I thought it was a real documentary. I was like, why are these people doing this on camera? My dad's like, no.
Because I thought the show was mad fucking stupid. When you actually sit down and watch it, you're like, yo, this show's actually brilliant. Like,
yeah, it's well written.
Dumb. It's dumb, but it's great. You know what I mean? It's real Canadian humor. Well, I wonder, do Americans like it like we do?
I've seen them blowing up America, especially because of the meme world and like the Leahy memes and all this shit that's gradually like have coming out of the show and Rickyisms. But the one thing that I was it fucking kills me. It's like I was just explaining to like my girls who never watch it. She's like asking about like Randy. She's like, "Is this guy shirtless every episode?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I love that.
And I was just
Randy
explaining.
just has his belly out and shit.
Well,
but
I was
love
explaining.
that,
I was like, "Well, he used to be a man whore for cheeseburgers. He used to suck dick for cheeseburgers in the early days." Like this drunk trailer park supervisor and him
shit.
found love. It's just like it's so bizarre, like of a story. But think about it. Trailer Park Boys was the most progressive ahead of its time. It had main characters that were gay. Like think about it, right off the bat, like Randy, you know that shit. They had black characters with like Tyrone and the black guys in the park.
It's not about that. Like,
and they weren't trying to be.
the reason why that was successful is because they didn't play into the fucking stereotypical gays, bro. Like Leahy and Randy were just like regular fucked up guys. Like
know.
And that's once again, this is my issue with
Fam, there was
the gay propaganda. Like why? Like you don't have to raise your voice and do all that extra shit. You can just be a regular person. There's no niche you have to fit into. It's like saying when they're like, you know, let's tell like someone like you're not black enough. Like what does that mean? Yeah. So what is you're not gay enough? You can just be homosexual and be who you are. You don't have to fucking dye your hair and get extra piercings and have a rainbow fucking in your status. Like you can literally just be a normal person and suck dick. That's fine, and no one cares.
And also the best part is,
you know what I mean? And that's what TPB to me, what made it great is because they're just like, yo, everyone's the same. We're all pieces of shit from a trailer park, and that is what it is. Like,
and it's funny because like. Randy will like at the point he was like sucking dick for cheeseburgers. Is like I guarantee you, there's actually some guys out there that do suck dick for cheeseburgers.
We knew a motherfucker that was straight and had a whole fucking family that was sucking dick just to have a place to stay, and he was straight.
You don't think he was into it a bit?
I think eventually he started getting into it. I don't care if you're sucking bro. If you're sucking dick every day, first of all, you're getting better at it every day because you're getting experience points, and then you're gonna get into it. Yeah. So yes, I think he's like sucking dick for sure.
This guy keeps.
Eventually, he became gay.
This guy keeps sending me like DMs, being like $100 for dick pics, $100 for dick. My girl was telling me just to do it.
You can't open that bag though, man. Like to me, it's like, well, what happens next?
It's the Pandora's box.
Do you really want the money that bad? Like me personally, like if I have an OnlyFans, anyone can subscribe to it and look at my shit.
That's the way
if I'm intentionally sending things to gay men, that is suspect.
That's where my thing was. I was like, if I was to do that, I'm just going to do an OnlyFans, and then whoever subscribes. I'm not going to be like, here for you is your fucking specified fucking butthole shot.
Imagine your DMs being like, yo, let me get a butthole shot? Nah. That can't go on.
Fuck, if you want to see a dirty ass fucking hairy buffalo, I don't even wipe properly half the time. Like, have fun with that.
White guys don't want to wipe their ass.
And the worst part is there's some fucking people that are probably still into it. Like, yeah,
honestly,
send me that
the
dirty ass
shit
butthole.
that I see so many things like on social media, like women complaining about men being like this nasty and shit. It always blows my mind. Like you know, women talking about men. Like this one girl I saw, she made this tweet about this guy she was dating that he literally went out the shower. Had a shower, and then he had like a cyst that he wanted her to pop that was like near his butthole.
What?
And like
a hemorrhoid.
No, you can get like a cyst or a fucking pimple there.
Yeah,
and she had to pop it,
it's a hemorrhoid.
And his asshole was still chock full of shit. Like, he just came out of the shower. It's like, how is your ass not itchy? And she made this tweet, but I'm sitting there. To me,
did he not follow you on Twitter?
No, this is just a girl making a random statement on Twitter that went viral. Yeah. But to me, I'm sitting there. I'm like, yo, you dated someone that's like this? Like that's disgusting. Like how in love were you to date someone that's asshole is dirty all the time? Like, yo, that stinks, bro. Your ass stinks. Like I don't know about you guys. If I have a couple shits in a day, I'm like, yo, my ass stinks. I can smell my ass.
I asked my
girl.
To
the shower.
I was like, to my girl, I was like, honestly, if I accidentally pissed the bed, what would you do? She's like, I'd just be disappointed. Like, she's like, I probably would be the end of the world, but like, I'd be disappointed.
Like, I've had girls have their fucking period in my bed. They're always like so embarrassed and shit, and I'm like, yo, like the first thing, I'm pissed at them. And the reason why I'm pissed, I'm like, yo, you're a woman. You know your body. You've had this period for so long. You should have known you need to put your tampon.
Yeah, don't bleed on people's shits and unwritten.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad.
Don't bleed on people's shit.
Because I'm a mattress protector. I'm not an idiot. Because I know girls bleed. I'm not dumb. Mm-hmm. So my mattress isn't ruined. But the point of the matter is just like, to me, I'm like, yo, know your body better. Why are we going through this? You're an adult. Like, I'm in my 20s. You've had your period since you were, 13? Like, so you've had like 7-8 years minimum of having this period, and you don't know that you bleed that heavy at night? Or what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't know? You don't know your body? And like, yeah, there's one-offs.
I've had multiple that have had periods during sex. Like, whoops.
Like, I know girls. No, they know. They always know. Yeah, I know girls that like they know their cycle is going to be short. They know the length of their cycle. They know how heavy their cycle is. They know what days they can have sex on their period still. So when I hear girls being like, oh, like I just accidentally had my period in some guy's bed, I'm like, why? Like, why don't you keep track of that? There's apps for that now. Like, what's wrong with you?
There's apps for that.
They wanted to bleed on the bed.
No, they're just fucking like not like. It just makes it a simple thing. You know every woman has it. So how are you fucking it up?
They do got apps for it. I guess.
You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna do that shit in your own bed, by all means. But like you're on a road game. You're not even at home. You're on road and you're bleeding in someone's bed. That's insane. Bro.
What do you expect from your girl if she's got it's Valentine's Day? You do shit for her, but she's on her rag. She's got to at least like be sucking dick or do something.
I mean, for sure. But it's like it's also like the mood shit. Like you know what I mean? It's like if you live with your girl or you're always with your girl anyway, and she'll suck your dick any day of the week. It doesn't really matter if you get top on Valentine's Day.
But it's just nice to get a nut, my point.
It's always nice to get a nut, but that's the whole thing. Is like, if the nut isn't ever being withheld from you, then specific days shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
You shouldn't care about birthday sex or Valentine's. Those things shouldn't matter. Like, yeah, it's supposed to be an extra turn up. It's supposed to, like, you know, have the candles, do all the extra shit. It's supposed to be, like, a different than just the regular sex that you have. But
more often than not, those special occasions, I end up not having sex because I end up getting too fucked up or something. Like, if it's, like, New Year's, I get too drunk and, like, New Year's next morning, for sure, I'll wake up feeling, like, whatever, like a bag of roses and fucking be able to go at it. But, like, by the time it's nighttime and I'm going to bed, usually I'm pretty fucked up and there's no chance. I got the spins. I'm just I smoke a joint and I K the fuck I'm not trying to deal with that. And then in the morning, I'll wake up super horny and deal with it. And that's usually what happens. Like, my birthday, I'm probably, like, I get up early, I'm going to go fishing, maybe do some ball runs in the afternoon, eat dinner, I get fucked up. And by the time it's at the point to fuck, it's like, I'm pretty fucked up right now.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Anyways, anything else we should hit upon this week?
What happened? We don't even get it. We've just been like, lately we've just been like shooting the shit more.
Yeah, just talking. I like to like at least.
Oh, fuck, POTUS!
What about it?
POTUS didn't get impeached.
Oh,
the boy POTUS!
Ex-POTUS.
Rumpas!
Waste of money.
Yeah, people are fucking retarded.
I can't believe people actually thought that would go through.
Twice? And people are like,
he's getting a third, I swear.
You know what I love, bro? When I see about fucking people on Twitter being like, I can breathe easier and the Trump is in the White House. I'm like, buddy, like, are you okay? Are you actually okay? Yeah. This makes no difference. People are like, oh, it's emboldening the racist. Like, well, then stop hanging out with racists, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, speaking of racists, you just remind me. There's nothing that comes off more racist to me is when I see, like, white bitches be posting, like, white fragility or, like, a book that they bought. Like, why are you posting this? Or, like, for example, I've been in, like, some white women's houses. I walk in, right at the front door, right next to the front door, I see, like, or, like, 2 books. It's, like, Eric Garner, maybe, or one of those, like, police shooting kind of cases books. And they're, like, it's, like, you're just going out of your way to try to make it seem like you're not a racist person. Like, no ordinary person.
That's the whole thing. Like,
but you know what I mean? I'm not going to be using white fragility as, like, look what I bought.
Thing about the BLM. As a whole, that's what I say. I'm like, yo, I support Black Lives Matter, but I can't support BLM because I have a bunch of fucking white girls that are like 16 years old with BLM in their profile and probably wouldn't even fuck a black guy. And not say the requirement is to fuck a black guy, but you just wouldn't, and you don't have a real reason for why you wouldn't. You just wouldn't, which to me sounds a little racist.
Was there not something that happened with BLM recently, I swear?
Something's always happened with BLM, but I don't keep up with their shit because it's like, fuck.
Oh, no, it wasn't BLM. I don't want to put that on them. It was a girl that was on some cooking show that beat her 3-year-old daughter to death.
No, she wasn't BLM though.
But she like tweeted it right after killing her white adopted daughter.
Yeah. That's kind of funny.
Do you think that was correlated, or do you think? I just think it just happened to tweet about BLM.
I also believe that you shouldn't even be adopting people that aren't your race. But hey, that's just me.
You don't think so?
No, because there's been bare cases where white people are fucking adopting these black kids and beating the fuck out of them, like, and vice versa. As you just saw, a black woman killed a white kid. Like, and I feel like race plays a part. I think it's hard to kill someone that looks just like you. Yeah. Especially when you're in a parental role. Because that takes a different level of psychosis. But when you're looking at some white kid, you adopted, you're like, I can kill this nigga.
My cousin was adopted, but he was adopted from Ukraine, so very white.
Yeah, but he's white in a white family. They don't have to be your exact ethnicity of white, but like, you know what I mean?
No, but it was pretty close if you think, because our family's Polish and he got Ukraine, so it was like,
a white family can't, like, you can raise a black kid, yes, but like, I watch This Is Us. I don't know if you guys
What does
watch
that have
the
to do
show.
with the fat people
Because
show?
no, because this
It's
there's
about fat people,
No,
right?
there's a fat girl on the show.
I don't want to say
talking
it's
to
about
kids.
fat people.
people.
No, I'm thinking
It's about
of
these triplets.
Mike
that
and
are-
Molly. I'm thinking of Mike and Molly.
No,
That's
I watched
like
that
the two.
shit.
You know the one that's like the two fat people. It's just like a,
But the main point is that they have one kid that's black who's adopted, and while the show is about like the interaction between the family, and they are good parents to all the children, there's always a slight disconnect because Randall, the black child, is black. So as the show goes on, you really understand that he
a reoccurring problems.
no, it's not like it's like an issue, but it's like you see that even though his parents love him and treat him with respect, do all those things, they're still not black. So he doesn't have the black experience. He didn't really have black friends. He grew up around white kids, like, and when he's trying to figure out when he was like, being black was in his 12 or 13. It is a show, but it's also a real thing. Because when you have like,
how many black people do you know that were adopted from white parents? I don't.
look
I'm sure
at
they're out there.
look at The Blind Side. That's another, for instance. Like
You're looking at like random like deep south U.S.
I'm just
And
saying,
he only got adopted because of football. That's the only reason they adopted that guy.
Parents, I'm not saying that white people can't be good parents to black kids. I'm just saying that there's a slight disconnect because white people don't understand the black experience. So that's why I don't think white people should adopt black children. Not because you can't love them.
But you can give them the white experience.
You give them the way.
You can't give a black kid white privilege. So you can't have him living in that world of like thinking like, oh, I get pulled over in dad's car.
All I always think of when I think of like the white experience
It's
on
like-
a black guy, I just always think of RDC World when he has like the white impressions. He has the wig.
It's like when
those
black
guys?
kids have black cops as fathers, and they think that the law doesn't apply to them the same way because their dad's a cop.
Yeah.
So, like, my dad's a cop. And it's like, no, buddy, like you will still get gunned down. No one knows your dad's a cop.
My dad's a cop.
No one knows your dad's a cop. You're still a black kid in some whip. Yeah. So act accordingly.
So if that guy beats up his son, would that still be police brutality or good parenting?
It'd be like domestic and police brutality. But once again,
also parenting.
You don't beat up your kids. You beat them. Like you're not like it's not a scrap. Like, you're just gonna like win. There's no winning. You're just disciplining them.
So is that the same for your girlfriends or?
You can discipline your girlfriend without beating her up.
How would I'm not into this, but what is the Winton way of disciplining his girlfriend? Please enlighten the viewer.
You can discipline a woman by just not giving her what she wants, like what she thrives off.
So
in
not
a
give her
relationship.
money.
No, like let's say your girl likes to fucking cuddle. You just cut that off. Like you cut off the things that she likes to discipline her.
But why would you discipline? What's a situation that would require discipline?
When your girl pisses you off, why else would you discipline your girlfriend? Like,
why don't you just communicate and be like, yo,
you are communicating. You're like, yo, I'm pissed. Don't fucking touch me. And she's like, please.
Like,
you're like, no.
Saying. You just gotta talk, though.
You can talk, but like, why would you talk if you're mad? Like, I don't know how being mad works for you, but I don't want to talk to you when I'm mad.
Yeah.
I want to be able to calm down so I can rationalize and have conversation.
Historically speaking, when white people get mad, we slaughter everyone around us. So I try to avoid going down that road.
Yeah, that's right.
With
Family killers?
with my culture,
That's white culture.
When white people snap, we all know it's never good for anyone.
Yes.
Anyone. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I would say white people do out of all the races that you don't want someone angry, who would it be? Like whites? Angry whites are a big threat. Who else is like scary when they're angry? Asians sometimes I think pissing off like a Chinese man or something would like
Indians.
I think it's all about placement, though.
I only think of that viral video with the two Indian guys arguing, like, fuck you, no, fuck you! The two cars? That classic video? It's like two, I don't know if it's in Brampton.
I think it comes down to, like, what kind of Asian and what kind of, like, if I see, like, some Tamil tigers, I'm not, like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to engage in the same way I wouldn't want to engage with Yakuza or the Italian mob or a bunch of bikers. Like, it's not, every race has dangerous people. Mm-hmm. So it depends on the setting. And depends on the kind of person that you're running into.
Plus, people...
Because the danger is the same. And there's no one race that's just not getting it popping.
Yeah, true.
All kind of...
We're all human, and we all have savage... we all come from savage beginnings.
It's not even coming from savage beginnings. Like, we are animals. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, we just created a society to try and get away from the fact that, like people will always kill people. It's in our nature to kill each other. Because animals kill each other, and we are animals. We're not different from that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, humans aren't like, we're not like a completely different category from the rest of the animals on this planet. That's why we're still animals. Like, we're mammals.
We're pretty much
like we're not in a, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just like there's all those different groupings. Like you have fish and fucking amphibians. Like, we
We're
are
pretty
literally
much-
in a mammal category. We're not in one by ourselves.
We are one of the only animals that have differentiated rape.
No, we're not.
I said one of the only, if not the only.
Dolphins and monkeys do
That's why I
too.
said one of the only.
No.
And no, they rape. Dolphins rape and monkeys
Yeah,
rape.
yeah.
That's what I said. We're one of the only
No,
ones.
he's saying
We're one of the ones
only
who
ones that
can
are,
differentiate. Has that?
No, like
have,
rape is bad.
Yeah, like have barely have
Oh,
gotten to
wow.
that point of being like bad, rape bad, consent needed. Like that's something that even humans, I think, we're finally
again,
getting to that point. But
that's
it's still
the-
not full.
That's once
That
again,
shows how much
that's
animal
a
we are.
societal thing.
What do you mean by that?
Because what do you mean?
No
For
rape?
thousands of years, moralistically, rape was not wrong.
It was casual.
That's my whole fucking point. To every standard. Oh, she's a little bit drunk. Oh, I just felt like it. Rape was just legal. That's something that we as a society said, well, we shouldn't do that because, you know, women shouldn't have to live in fear like that they just get raped on a whim.
Yeah, it's
That's
not-
like our little, you know what I mean? But that's something that we created morally. Before that, we didn't give a fuck about that shit. It was keep your daughter close, man. Nigga, or someone's gonna
Well,
take
there's
that.
also other things. You could also just murder people and just get away with it back in the day.
I mean,
probably.
yeah,
They were,
yeah,
like, before
yes and
like
no.
we're talking like 1800s and
Yeah,
shit.
but
You
I also
probably
want
just
that, like,
kill
if-
people. And
If
like,
if I was alive pre DNA testing, you better believe Bear Man would be getting murdered. Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah.
So many people wouldn't make home to their families at night.
you have to be
100%.
really. But think about how good of a detective you have to be back then to prove like someone did some shit.
Exactly. There's no cameras.
You have to have like a
There's no
legit.
cameras?
You have to have a legit
Ah!
witness. pretty
Oh
much.
my god. Oh my god. But like, again, I'll be black, so regardless, I just get charged for it. They'll be like, "You're black and in the area. You're getting fucking arrested."
Yeah.
No,
I can't have a horse because they wouldn't even let me on
What
a
about
horse.
if you were in? Were you from Trinidad? What was it like there?
Slavery.
Yeah.
That's how all the Caribbean started. Slavery.
That is one
Slave
of
trades.
the highest kidnapping rates out of
In the world.
In the world.
We do kidnapping. My cousin got kidnapped. They fucking
Shout
had
shout
his head
out
cut
to
off.
human traffickers out there. They're doing a lot of hard work out there.
I don't think it's like that though. It's like
I was wondering if that girl was a victim of human trafficking at first. That Asian girl that got found in that water tank. When I was watching that, that's what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, oh,
yeah,
she's
she's
probably
got murdered because it's a thing. I
I
thought
don't
there was
even
a
know.
lot of
People were
murders
like
at
she
that
might have
hospital
just
too.
went in there. Like she might have just been on like went nuts and just like went into a water tank and then not was able to get out.
Seems unlikely, but it's possible.
Yeah, it's hard to judge. But anyways, let's wrap this up. Follow me, CringeKev.
At the Jack's veteran.
I just want to say public statements. Rape is bad. Don't do that.
100%, it's terrible. But like I said, like it's a
It's not casual anymore. You can't be doing
you can't be
that.
doing that. But once
No
again,
murder.
You gotta tell rapists not to rape. You gotta tell women to be safe. And little kids. Be safe.
Don't murder. Also, yeah, don't dress up. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm not against don't murder though. I think people should murder. The government lets you murder, so why would I not think murder is right?
All right, if you want to murder, join the military and drop bombs on Syrian children.
Yeah, kill kids instead. They have
Yeah.
no problems with it all.
Drop bombs on innocents through drones. It's probably the best way to murder if you want to do it.
Sick.
Military industrial complex, shout out. We out.
Deuce is.